What up everybody, Wiser Wonder here with Tattoo Pro Stencils, and today we're going to learn the Hourglass and Dagger design. So grab your airbrushes and let's get painting.
So right there, we're going to start at the top. Get that top part in. I just realized I forgot to put a glove on. I'm going to have inky fingers. Alright, so that is the basic outline of the hourglass. Next comes the freestyle tool where we start shadowing everything in. Now one of the first things is these rods that connect. Those are the first things I want to separate. So I'm just going to separate them from the base and then like down here as well. And then up here, we'll do the same. Alright, so now that those are done, now we can start shadowing in up here. Also keep in mind, this is glass. So even though it's see-through, we got to put a shadow behind it because it will have a slight shadow. So I'm going to separate that as well. And we'll do it on this side as well. Alright, so now you see how it kind of gives a 3D effect, and then basically going to line this up with this curve. And we're going to give that a bit of a 3D. Also going to shadow in under here a little bit and separate the back. Okay, this is really starting to come together. We'll separate the back rod from the timepiece there, put a shadow there. And then another thing too is we got to make this dimensional, so we're going to mask it off and do our best to try to just give it a little dimension there. And then we'll shadow in the sides because this is 3D. Same thing with this pile, we want to make it a little dimensional. Shadowing right there. And also we're going to do another rounded dimension by the swab as well, so keep that in mind if you get too dark, get too much ink in place. Alright. So that's looking pretty sweet. Now I'm going to grab a swab. And here's where I'll use a pointy end, and I'll just kind of poke little dots around, make random bumps. I'll put that shine back in the glass there. Also same thing here, just going to poke around, add a little bit of texture. And then I'm going to use the fat end to add a little extra highlight to the glass. And we'll do one here too. And another one there. Sweet. We'll just do a little bit of a chain. So like if I go up to here, I can always shift it and pick it back up here and change the direction of it very easily. For the chain, like shadowing, basically just doing that. With the ones that are long ways, you just kind of Bloop, bloop. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. Same thing with the chain links. Really easy to just put some little highlights. Like so. Let's just go right here for now. So for the candle, I keep the spray really light around the base. I'm not going all the way around this, but up here's a different story. Up here, I'll go around the whole shape, and then up into the flame, and then that's what we're left with. So you notice how like these kind of open out a little bit, and there's more shadow under here. Then with the freestyle tool, now I know this isn't, I know that light doesn't make a shadow, but we have to fool the eye into making this look 3D. So I'm going to put a shadow behind the flame. And then there. So instead of trying to use the freestyle tool here to shadow all these drips of wax, I'm just going to give it I'm just going to darken it up a little bit with the overspray, and then I'm going to come back with a swab. And then around here, around the flame, I'm going to put a big circle. This is going to fool the eye to make it look like the fire is giving light. So for the drips on the wax, here's what I'll come through with my swab, dip it in the rubbing alcohol, and then I can just highlight the drips this way. Alright. Super easy. Best way to make the candle is that. And then, of course, last but not least, the dagger. The dagger is the easiest one in this set. What's cool about it is you can use it with a lot of different things. You can take the cross, or you can take a banner, wrap it around that. You could put it in with flowers. It goes good with the heart and tribal set. Like, there's so many different uses for this dagger. For easeability, we're going to stick this dagger right here.
Cool.
Yeah. And just start with the base here. You notice how I'm moving my fingers around to adjust, holding it. And then you'll notice how I have to roll it around. Come down the blade. Boom. And we'll add a little bit more shadow around. Alright, so I'm going to start with the bottom here. This is supposed to be like a spear, so we'll just do that. This is easy. Just kind of using your freestyle tool to shadow the handle here. And then here I usually like to just do a 3D. Another thing you can do too is if you want the blade on the dagger to be longer, you just spray it to here and then keep spraying it, and you can make it as long as you like. Like if I just keep it going down, it can it can be longer. And you can use different sections of it to like put it through stuff. Here, put a little highlight there. There. Swap job. Sorry.
Swap job.
All right, there we go. That's the dagger. So now we have done the hourglass. Let's turn this way. And the dagger.
Thanks for watching. Make sure if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the section below, and subscribe if you want to keep seeing cool tutorials like this.